Nope. Okay, it's working. All right. So this is MyGamer streaming.
We are streaming this week, and how do you pronounce this game? Moero?
Well, I just call it Moe because that's the word
Moe.
for cute in Japan.
It's like Moro, Crystal H? I don't know how to say that.
I just call it Moe Crystal H.
Moe Crystal H, that works for me, a lot easier to say. And this is a sexy dungeon crawler that just came out on the Switch eShop. And the plot of the game is to reclaim the stolen bra of darkness. And you've been playing this game for a long time.
Yeah, I got some like serious fucking time in this. So go. This should probably be a story scene. Oh, nope. Oh, okay. I forgot I had come in. So one of the things that you can do is set a course and say, like, I want to go right here. And then the game will just walk you there. And one of the other things you can do is just... Yeah, I don't want to play. So it defaults to everyone attacking.
Ah, I like that too. It respects the player's time.
Yeah. Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah, well, especially because, like, as you, like, progress more through the dungeons and stuff, you definitely get to a point that you're like, I'm just going to attack these guys. Like, I'm not going to use my skill points.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, my magic or anything like that.
I don't know if the Etrian Odyssey games even had that feature. I didn't really...
They had autopilot. I don't know if they had auto attack.
Yeah. Maybe the later ones. I didn't play like I only played like the first one or something maybe.
Well, you know, there is like 30 of them.
Yes.
They actually haven't released one in a while, which is weird because...
Yeah. Well, the world just gave up on the 3DS, including Nintendo, and that's where the majority
that really
of them
upset
were.
me because I really liked the 3DS.
Yeah, me too. They just stopped making them officially.
Oh yeah,
now.
you can fast forward battles, by the way, by holding down R1.
See, I like that too. That's the problem with RPGs and dungeon crawlers, is it can be so slow. Like, I started to replay, so recently I beat the Final Fantasy VII remake on PlayStation 4, and then on Game Pass just recently they released the original Final Fantasy VII, the PlayStation version on Xbox Game Pass. I was like, oh man, this is great. I want to go back now and play Final Fantasy VII, because I haven't played it since it first came out. But this enhanced version, they did all these nice quality of life features where you can, with the click of the analog stick, you can play the game at 3 speed, and then you click the other analog stick and you can instantly win the battle, essentially, where you just constantly have max HP, MP, and your limit break. And then the other, like, you click both of them, and then you don't have to fight any battles. You can just walk and enjoy the story. So it's these nice quality of life features that, like, make this old. Otherwise, it'd be so slow, So very thoughtful way to just put some modern features into an old game.
This also comes with, like, all of the DLC.
Oh, this version, this right here?
Yeah. And how you, I don't want to say tame the monster girl, but get her to want to join your party is you have to bring them to their senses. So you do that by destroying their clothes and then molesting them.
I was just going to say, she is not wearing many clothes now. I mean, it all makes sense, right? I mean, that's what you do to demons.
Yeah, I mean, what would you do?
Right, if I was, walking in an endless maze, that would be the first thing that I would think of.
To start molesting the monster girls.
Yeah, let's chip away at their clothing to get them to join my team.
Yep, absolutely. That's the only intelligent thing to do.
I like the common sense that this game.
Yeah, it's just good practice in general.
This is a $40 game too. This is like a full-fledged eShop download.
Yeah. And these games are super, like, they're dungeon crawlers, so they're super fucking long.
Yeah. This is an RPG telling the tale of Xenox, the quote-unquote lucky pervert, who must partner with a troop of monster girls to reclaim the stolen bra of darkness, an object of great power needed to save the world. Equipped with the panties of light to guide them, our heroes embark on their mythical quest.
So yeah, here you have to, like, figure out.
Scratch?
Yeah.
Scratch, what are we scratching?
So when they get a reaction, you basically move your right trigger left and right as fast as you can. Some of the stuff is like kind of exacting.
Scratch failed. Let's see what you didn't tame.
I didn't orgasm her.
Oh, so you can still win the battle. They just don't.
Yeah, I got the experience. She's just not going to join my party after that. Pretty much any time that you first encounter a monster girl, you're gonna fail the scratch for the most part. I've never had like super great luck with scratching them the first time.
So you got to grind a little bit.
Well, the monster girl is like they'll reappear, and the second time that they reappear, after the first time, you just go directly into the scratch. You don't have to fight them.
Oh, well, again, yeah, thoughtful design, respects the player's time.
Exactly. They do a lot of like really small stuff like that that it just kind of feels like, oh, well, of course you'd want to do that. And you see like everything is like sort of lewd shit. Like monsters look like penises. There'll be ones that look like boobs.
Funny that Nintendo would allow this on the eShop.
Nintendo doesn't fucking care anymore.
They don't care anymore.
Nintendo doesn't care.
That's what I mean, but Sony's the one who likes to censor stuff now.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird.
It used to be the exact opposite. Nintendo's like, oh, eShop, let's just load that thing up. There's so many games that come out on the eShop every single week, and 90% of them are garbage.
Yeah, this is...
So how do you know if she likes it? She like moves around
it'll change color. So like right here with the ear, see how I'm getting a yellow spark. You want a head pat? Nope.
So even though the ear was like one of the sweet spots, it's not all the sweet spots.
No, every girl has like 3 sweet spots.
Oh, okay.
That didn't feel right. Yeah, so you basically just have to like figure it out. It's not the it's fun when you know where to scratch. But like aside from that, it's just sort of like, well, I guess
trial
I'm just gonna
keep.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna stop. I guess I'm just gonna like keep doing this until I find all 3 of them, and like there have definitely been times that I went to do a scratch and it's like it kept telling me like, yeah, no, that's not the spot, and then basically I was like off by just a little bit. Like the later girls get harder to scratch. You have to be more exacting.
So you have 5 girls in your party now. If you were to tame that demon,
it basically says, do you want to add her? Oh, that was wrong. Do you want to add her to the party, or do you want to like just send her back to the hotel?
So does she fight for you like as she would right here, like one of these 5 characters? Does she become like a fighting character, or she just like kind of acting?
Okay, so here's like all of the girls that I have.
Okay. There's a lot.
80.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So yeah, there is. I mean, there is. You're right. There is a lot of girls, and um, it starts to. And they have all the DLC, and a lot of the DLC characters are just straight up better. Um, it has the the Suikoden problem, which is
No, just too much.
well, you know, it's like great that you have 108 characters, but you know how like I understand that all of their stats are different and stuff, but it gets to a point that you're like, okay, these characters are just straight up useless.
Yeah, you can't
And
use
like
all of them.
this
You're gonna have your
character is
favorites.
yeah, this character is overpowered. This character, yeah, it's like just stuff like that. And there are definitely times that I'll get a new character and I'll look at them and they're like, yeah, they are 3 levels behind, and I'm like, it's kind of a lot right now. And it can also take a while to load when you go into a scratch.
So does she? Can you go straight for the ear? Oh, this is the same one,
Yeah,
right?
it's the same girl.
So you can go straight for the ear again and like
I
knock that
could,
one out,
yeah.
or does it like change every time?
No, it like her ears still.
Okay.
The thing is, like, I still have to find 2 other places. So even if I know,
Is-
oh, there is one.
What about like her foot or something,
I tried her foot before; it didn't seem to
or
go.
or the heart on her ass,
Yeah, no.
her kneecap thing, or
Yeah, probably that's where I'm going next. So I know where 2 of them is, and that's basically how you do this. Is like slowly, I'll be like, okay, I know where this one is. Okay, I know where this one is, and like you
when does
just sort of stumble upon them.
when does she show up in the map? Because that's how you found her, right?
Yeah, yeah. You'll see like a little icon appear in the map when she basically respawns.
Oh, she's got a reason. Okay. But I guess this is the 3rd entry in this series.
Yes.
I guess.
Yep. And I own the other 2 on PC.
There was okay. So this says the original was a 2015 PlayStation Vita game that never was released outside of Asia, while the follow-up, Monster and One Piece.
It was released in like a friend of mine has that one because it was released in Hong Kong, and what people would do, because that was when Sony was like starting to crack down on shit for no reason. Is if it was released in like Hong Kong, you could import it and it would have like the full localization. Because I believe that game was supposed to come out in the States, and it was like a last minute thing. They canceled it. Like Sony was all of a sudden just like, no fucking way, no. Which is funny considering like some of the shit that's like been on like the Vita, that was on the Vita.
Sure. Oh yeah. I mean, this seems like it would be a Vita game.
It was a Vita game.
Yeah, I mean,
and one of my complaints about it is that like doing it in handheld mode is so much easier because like you can move your finger faster and you can like wiggle faster.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I prefer to play with the Pro controller hooked up to my TV anyway.
I'm playing with the Pro controller right now.
Yeah.
And supposedly like Sony was talking about like like most people played, or was it Sony or Nintendo? They're like, yeah, most people don't play with it docked, or you know, they play with it portable, and that's why they introduced that one mod, like the light version of the Switch.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I've played it undocked my Switch, a handful of times. Maybe it's always docked.
Yeah, absolutely. Just fucking.
What about like her hand, maybe, or palm? Got to be lower, right?
I'm assuming yes. Oh, fucking hell.
That's a short time. That's what is it, 30 seconds, 20
seconds?
Yeah,
30 seconds. I just realized where it was. Yeah, I enjoy these games. They're dungeon crawlers. I really like dungeon crawlers for the most part. And it's extremely competent. It does sort of, regardless of how good it is, it sort of has the like it feels like a budget title, which you get that in weird Japanese import stuff because it wasn't probably
Yeah.
the most expensive thing to make. Yep, here we go. That's probably where it is. Yep.
Whoa, it's not even like on her body.
Yeah. And that's why I
Alright.
wasn't seeing it, because
Yeah.
I didn't go all the way down.
Yep. Yeah, so if you didn't know where that was, I mean, you're barely going to have enough time to finish this, and you knew exactly where to click.
There you go. That's how you win over a monster girl.
And so now she can join
I have
you?
a choice to add her to my party. See, yep, not really
Oh.
fine. She was messed up. Thanks for getting me back to normal. And then normally they force their way into the party. Yeah, so they're just like, yeah, I'm happy to join you for no fucking reason.
You're going to use her right away, or? Oh, so they all level up individually too.
Yeah, so
Yes, so that gets yeah, because if you just use like
my guys are like level 22 and she's level 17, so she's 5 levels
Right.
behind.
Yeah.
She looks fairly decent. Yeah, why the fuck not?
So each stage has one of those monsters just roaming
some of
around?
them have like two, or I think sometimes 3.
So you just got to keep going deeper into this maze, or is there like a boss or something?
It's deeper or higher. Like, yeah, you just kind of keep going into the maze until you hit the end. And normally when you do, there is a monster girl boss that you have to tame. So yeah, you'll just be playing and it's like, all right, yeah, you made it all the way through, and now here's the boss, and then you get to do the scratch on the boss. So like, characters in my party are, I think at least one of them, I think the middle girl was like the boss of like the first stage. No, she wasn't actually. No, she was just a monster girl in the first stage. She's just ridiculously overpowered.
Is it grindy? Do you have to grind to just beat these bosses?
The RPG element has not been difficult. That doesn't mean it's not going to be, but I also sort of grind by default, and like the speed up thing, sort of you just stop noticing it.
Right. Yeah, that would help a lot, the speeding up. So yeah, that's what I hate about RPGs. They can be so grindy. I just don't want to like do this for 35 minutes just to get like one level up. But if you can increase the speed, yes.
Yeah, like that. As opposed to this is normally how fast it goes.
Yeah, so each battle is 5 seconds. Yeah, that's
and it's and if it's a new area, you're gonna get decent experience out of it. And like basically all you have to start doing is paying attention to hit points. And so that is Moe Chronicles.
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I'm usually not the first person to play dungeon crawlers, but I can still understand the appeal, even though it's
you appreciate why people enjoy them.
Even though it's absolutely, yeah, and even though this one's just over the top ridiculous on purpose. There is a game to it. It's not just naked
It's
anime
not
babes
just that,
for no
yeah.
reason. Yeah, there is a game involved, which I like and appreciate. Because they could have totally just like, let's just make it anime babish and forget about the game, but they
Well,
actually put the game in there.
and that's the funny thing about a lot of these is if you act like a lot of like even visual novels, like a lot of the visual novels that you get like the famous like nude scenes or whatever in Japan, there's like 20 fucking hours of story that you read through before you like bang one of the girls. So it's not just a simple like
Yes.
you go in and do a thing. It's no, you earn that. You're dating her.
Yeah, and even though there's a lot of story here because you can speed things up, it's a nice mix of the ridiculous, anime babes, which is why, fans are going to play this, but the game, I like the quality of life
Yeah, which is always
additions that they
welcome.
put in. Yeah.
All right, so why don't you tell them who you are, sir?
You could follow me on Twitter at ZackGaz, ZackGaz. You could follow us on Twitter at MyGamerNews and go to MyGamer.com. Put us in your favorites. Check us out. We posted a ton of reviews here in September. We actually have a few more, and we already have several planned for October already. So check it out. We're covering games that really nobody else covers, and games like this, for example. So check us out, put us in your favorites, and thank you for watching. And until next time, game on.